What you do is what you believe. What you do is what you believe, not what you say. What you do is what you believe, and everything else is just cottage cheese. I think that is particularly relevant to our government in Washington, D.C., and indeed probably to all forms of government in America. We are what we do, not what we say. As you know, Mr. President, we are in negotiations with respect to the debt limit. I, for one, and I think almost all, if not all, of my colleagues in the Senate will agree with me on this, we will not default on America's debt. We will not. But in conjunction with addressing that issue of the debt limit, many of our colleagues in the House and many of our colleagues here in the Senate would like to talk to President Biden about what we can do as a Congress and as a president to keep us from getting in this situation again where we have to so radically raise the debt limit. In other words, the request of the president is, Mr. President, let's sit down and talk about how we can slow the rate of growth in our spending and slow the rate of growth in our debt accumulation for a variety of reasons, not only pertaining to the debt limit, but also pertaining to trying to get control of inflation. And I hope the president will accept that invitation. In those negotiations, the president has said, incorrectly in my judgment, but he has said repeatedly, as have some of my Democratic friends, that all the Republicans want to do in these negotiations is hurt Medicare and hurt Social Security.
It was just released. New legislation has been proposed, and lawmakers have a new plan to address the rising cost of living for millions of low-income households. Friends, you may be eligible for a credit that is worth thousands of dollars from the Internal Revenue Service. So please do me a big favor and watch until the end of this video to hear about all of these changes. Also, in just a few days, I will be announcing 2 winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you'd like to enter the weekly giveaways, my friends, please click and like several of my videos, and then do comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, the greater your chances, friends, of winning the giveaways. The United States tax season is in full swing. It kicked off on January 23rd and runs through April 18th. The Internal Revenue Service will be receiving and processing tax returns from companies and individual taxpayers for fiscal year 2022. According to official figures, in 2023, about 168 million Americans are expected to file their respective tax returns. Year after year, thousands of people are eligible to receive tax credits that can result in a refund. However, not all potential beneficiaries claim the money, leaving thousands of dollars on the table. Individuals who are eligible for the Earned Income Tax Credit may be able to receive a refund of more than $10,000. The credit is a refundable credit available to low to moderate income individuals and families, and it is worth up to $6,935. At the very least, the Earned Income Tax Credit reduces the amount of taxes that you may owe. At best, low-income individuals who have little or no income tax liability can receive the total credit in the form of a tax refund. Many states are also creating new tax credits. Many states are creating new tax credits to provide extra inflation relief to their residents. Connecticut Governor Ned Lamont recently held a press conference to announce a new state budget proposal that he will present to the General Assembly later this month. The proposal will include a plan to to increase Connecticut's earned income tax credit from the current rate of 30.5% of the federal credit to 40%. Increasing the rate will provide an additional $44.6 million in state tax credits to about 212,000 qualifying low-income households, above the amount they currently receive under the program. Typically, families with children receive more than 95% of all earned income tax credit dollars. So this is just one of several tax relief measures that Governor Lamont will include in his upcoming budget proposal. Earlier this month, he also announced it will include a plan to restore the pass-through entity tax credit to its original level, enabling small business owners to save money by claiming a larger credit on their returns. The Connecticut governor plans to announce additional tax relief measures, including those targeted towards middle-class workers, in the next coming days. Key economic indicators, such as a huge retail sales and historic job gains, are painting the picture of a robust economy that shows few signs of slowing down. But a smaller than expected drop in January, inflation has some economists worried that the Federal Reserve is going to prolong its interest rate hikes, which could dip the economy into a recession that will put millions of Americans out of work. The Consumer Price Index is a key gauge of inflation, and it has fallen for 7 months in a row, dropping to 6.4% annually in January, which is off a high of 9.1% last June. Markets had been expecting the CPI to land at 6.2%, cueing a chorus of economists who want the Fed to press ahead with its rate hikes. While the Fed says it's pursuing a soft landing, meaning lower inflation without a serious recession, it expects its rate hikes to boost the unemployment rate by 1.2 percentage points, which would likely mean losing 1 million jobs. Retail sales rose 3% in January. That is the biggest monthly gain in nearly 2 years. The increase, which is driven by an uptick in auto sales and spending at restaurants and department stores, indicates that U.S. consumers are powering through, even as inflation and higher borrowing costs hinder their purchasing power. It is yet another indicator that the U.S. economy is not in a recession and may actually be gaining steam. Analysts predicted that retail sales would rise just 1.8% after falling 1.1% in December. But the new data is sure to worry Fed officials, who want consumers to spend less so that companies are forced to bring down prices. The United States economy added 517,000 jobs in January, blowing past expectations and cutting the unemployment rate to 3.4%. That is the lowest level since 1969. Wage growth can heavily influence the prices businesses charge, so higher levels of unemployment are generally associated with lower costs for consumers. The decline in inflation amid low unemployment has left economists searching for which parts of the economy are preventing prices from falling faster. Well, my amazing and most beautiful friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for this Wednesday. Thank you so much, friends, for joining me here every day and for being part of this community. Friends, I'll be announcing 2 winners in a few days for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you'd like to enter the giveaway, friends, all you have to do is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. My friends, the more videos that you watch and then leave a comment on, the greater your chances of winning the weekly giveaways. Thank you, friends, and have a wonderful and very blessed day.